Okay, cool. So who's had fun so far today? Yeah, pretty good. And I just want to thank Jason again, because I just think all that knowledge that he's shared with us is really going to help you take your ideas further forward. I'm just going to talk you through the what happens next bit, so it's probably not as high energy as we've just had, but I'll do my best. So why get involved? Well, I think we've seen today it's fun and it's exciting. Working with people, you've all probably worked with people that you haven't met before, that you didn't know before you walked in this room. And it seemed to me that that's been quite a good experience for everybody so far. So it's going to be a fun journey. You can win cash prizes. At the end of the day, we've got 12 prizes of $300 to give away to those ideas that come through the judging process. So it really is worth your while taking some time. You can enter as many times as you want. Well, we've just talked today about volumes of ideas, and it is worth your while working through as many as you can and thinking it through before you put them in. Also, of those 12 teams that win the Big Ideas Challenge, some of those teams are going to be invited to do the pitching showdown. So that is really to work on the next stages of that journey, where there's $1,000 up for grabs. So that's a pretty exciting and special part of the journey, and it all depends on those ideas that you put in the early stages. So lots of thinking through those. You can win the Upstart Entrepreneur of the Year award, and there's some technology prizes too. So there's a lot going for it in terms of what you'll get out of it, but I think much more than that, you can have fun, you can get practicing with having some of these really cool ideas, working with your friends. So what's absolutely critical at this stage is that you enter in small teams of 2 or 3. I think we've proven today that the brain power that can come when people come together is better than doing something individually or on your own. So you must have a team of 2 or 3. You can work in different teams. You don't have to stick with the same team. Different teams, different ideas, different friendship groups. That's entirely up to you. What you're going to tell us is your big idea to positively change your world. So we've made that as broad as it possibly can be to allow you to focus on the things that you're interested in. What are the issues and the problems that you see that want solving? So go for your life on that. How you're going to make your entry is online. There's either a 3-minute video that you can make and then upload, or you can do a 500-word web form entry. So there's certain questions that we're going to ask you. But like Heather said, help is available for you. After this session, there are some other sessions that you can come down to, test your thinking, learn a little bit more, bounce your ideas off some of the people that you've met today in the room. A very important date is the 23rd of May. So you've got 2 months for these ideas to get up and get filtered out and come back in again before you need to put them in. Enter online. It's going to be up there tonight by the time you get home, so you can take a look at the entry forms and make sure you're savvy with all of that. I won't run you through all this in detail, but those are the fields that you'll be looking at. So what's good about your idea, who's it for, and so on. So that's the next phase of your thinking after you've got through this idea generation period. But we want you to leave today being confident that you can solve about any problem that you want to put your mind to. And then we'll come to these factors later on down the track. So some of your key dates. On the 21st of April, we're back in this room, and we've got a few presenters at that session helping you take your idea into that next part of the journey. So do join us for that. And then we've got a couple of less formal sessions where you can just work with the mentors on your ideas and say, a bit like the pre-mortem technique, hey, do you think this is going to work? What can you see would go wrong with this? And they're obviously all experts in that now, so as if they weren't before, but I'm sure they were. Competition closes the 23rd of May, and then it's going to take a month for the judges to go through all those ideas, because they do that very fairly and squarely. They don't see any entrance, they don't see your names, your ages, your schools when they go through that judging process. We'll have some big wigs in that panel as well. That's pretty much it for the Upstart Challenge that you've come here for today. But just wanted to make you aware of an exciting new program that we're running for those of you who are interested. If the Upstart Challenge asks, what's your big idea to positively change your world? And that could be anything. We're also running in partnership with GMHBA, and Amy's here up the back, some school holiday programs. and where we're asking you, what's your big idea to solve some of the health issues in the community? So we'll be holding 4 of those workshops over the year, and information will be out on the website for those who want to get involved in that as well. So keep an eye out on that too. I want to say a thank you. Like Heather said, we've got the mentors in the room who give of their time, and we've got the sponsors who give of their money so that we can make this program work for everybody. We've got Skilling the Bay, whose banner's here, and I think Juliet has just had to go, but they're the ones who gave us their backing at the start of last year. And that's a combination of funding from the Deakin, who are also sponsors this year, thanks to Leanne up here. We've got Jason, we've got St. Joseph's College Foundation, where, as many of you are aware, this whole thing started. We've got Enterprise, our newest, Enterprise Geelong through the City Council have come on board. We've got Pete from the Geelong Breakfast Club Lions up at the back there, who've put in more money this year. We've got Mike at Duxell, who's a mentor too. Pam, who's doing the photography, Caleb, who's doing the video. So big thanks to all these guys. The Print in 3D guys, Paul, is here. They have kindly donated a 3D printer to the school who gets the most entries in. So teachers in the room, that's another incentive for you guys to help your kids get down to these sessions and start spreading the word. We're grateful to the Deakin Cats Community Centre where we are today, who are letting us use this fantastic facility too. And there's a few more that you'll see up there, the Geelong Chamber, the Geelong Manufacturing Council and Air Radiators. So big thank you to those guys, not all of them here today. And that just leaves me with any questions. Is there anything you guys need to know before you leave the room today? Heather's waving a form at me. Oh, one question here.
Do we have to go to this workshop to be able to send an entry?
That's a really good question. You don't have to come. We'd love you to come. We think they're really useful for you, but you don't actually have to come. So if it falls on a day where you've got another commitment, then that's up to you. Yep.
Where do we go to enter the GMHBA thing?
Is it online?
Yeah, it's not online yet, but speak to me and Heather. Yeah. Yeah. Do I see any other questions? Hard to see your hands up yet, Jay?
Did you need to have 2 or more people in your group, or can you do it on your own?
You need to have at least one other person on your group. Yep, 2 heads are better than 1, and 3 sometimes even better. Oh, questions over here. Sorry, yes.
You know, so how many of the GMHBA sessions are there?
We're going to have 4 over the year. There's going to be 1 in each school holiday.
Yep.
Yep, so we'll get some dates up on the website you can take a look at as well. Yep. Yeah, come and see us after if you're interested, and we'll make sure we've got your details. Yep. Yeah.
Jo's question, your friends can be from another school.
Friends can be from another school. Yep.
Doesn't have to be
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Good clarification.
And if your friends didn't manage to come along today, which is one of the questions here, that's absolutely fine. So we're going to have Caleb doing videoing this session for us, and we'll have that up on our website. So you can tell them all about it, or you can point them to that on the website, and they can still get involved. So even if they haven't come to this session, they actually don't have to come to any of the sessions, although we'd love them to, and we're there to go.
And any more questions? One thing that we do need from you is a participant consent form. So we do need this signed by yourselves and by a parent. So if you've got a parent here, someone picking you up, please sign just now. Otherwise, you will have to send them in to our info@ email address.